Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name's Pullowz, and this is Pullow Talk with Pullowz, it's basically a vlog where I talk about my week since the last time I recorded, which would have been last Wednesday. Feeling like this week has been kind of up and down, but I'm feeling a lot better today, I think. I scheduled an appointment that I needed to get some labs done. Uh, I went on a walk yesterday, but that's a whole nother story. um, I've been playing. I'm sure y'all have, if you all are Pokemon fans, or maybe you watch the same people I do, like Kraken, Lawman. Maybe not Kraken so much, but um, that group of people. I don't even know that Lawman has been. I don't think he's been streaming it, but that group of people. The group I'm talking about. They've been doing this Fire Red, Leaf Green Kaizo Iron Man challenge, which is like a Nuzlocke, but even harder, and then even harder than that, and then even more difficult. So it's been really fun to watch that, and it's been I actually got all this stuff set up yesterday, so I can do that as well. And then I got Gabs, my girlfriend, all set up with it too. So now we're working through it, and it's been fun. I'm not really counting the amount of runs I do, resets or whatever, but it's been really fun. I've gotten so I started yesterday, and I've gotten as far. I got to Brock. All right, I got to Brock, and I think I might have beat one of his Pokemon. I can't remember. It was with a Victory Bell, actually, which had really freaking good stats. Well, it was more like it had a really average stat distribution, but like had really, really bad attack and special attack. So it didn't last, unfortunately, but we're making progress. We're getting there. Um, Besides that, though, I guess my walk yesterday. So my headphones, which I've had for like 2 years, they're just some cheap $20 Sony headphones, and I really only use them because, like, well, I want to save up for like some actually good headphones, some like is it Sennheiser, however you say that name. Looking eventually to upgrade to some of those, but it's like I kind of don't want to do that until I get my PC upgraded, because that's over a decade old at this point, besides the graphics card. And so I just kind of am buying, some cheapo headphones in between. And I had a really good experience with like the first pair of Sony headphones I bought. They didn't have the little like these ones can fold up, and the ones that I originally got didn't have that, and they were a lot better for it, honestly. But these ones are fine. But basically, the other week it finally broke, and I could only hear out of my right ear, unless I really like finagled the wiring. And so I'd ordered. I don't actually have Amazon Prime even, but Gabs was doing a trial recently, and so I was like, hey, could you, I'll pay you back. Could you, order me these headphones? Because like I wanted them. We've been watching Stranger Things. We've been watching Umbrella Academy and gaming, and it's like I gotta have headphones. And so it was like, okay, good to go. And I think they were set to get here on Sunday, this past Sunday. And it was like, nope. We tried delivery, and we couldn't get in. We couldn't get access to the building. I was like, okay. So we updated like the delivery instructions, and being very specific with everything, and then the second day, on Monday, they were delivered. But actually, I guess that was all Monday and Tuesday that happened. But well, they weren't delivered to my to where I am, though. I went around and I checked everything that I could. I checked just everywhere, and they were nowhere to be found. So waiting on Gabs to get that refunded, and I was like, this is so frustrating. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you all have your experiences with Amazon and Walmart or Best Buy or any of these delivery services. Well, not services, but who they end up shipping through, whether that's FedEx or their own service or whatever. USPS tends to be pretty good. The United States Postal Service, of course. But and honestly, like, I don't know. I don't really blame the individual, right? Because it's like, I mean, how Amazon is. They're overworked. They're underpaid. They have these crazy, deadlines, and amount of stuff that they need to do. So I don't necessarily blame the individual, you know. I think individual blame could be put if they were paid well, if they had plenty of time to, you know, do their job and good benefits and everything. I think then we could say that, you know, maybe something could change there. But I don't think that's the case though. They aren't paid well. They, you know, they're rushed and it's just really chaotic. So I don't blame the individual at all. It's still frustrating though. But so I was like, well, screw it. Relationship finally ended with Amazon. I mean, I haven't shopped at Amazon, and besides, I do get my groceries through them because they can take EBT, which is like food stamps basically here in Oregon. Um, and so they do take that for delivery, and so I've been doing that, and had some issues with that where they've delivered it to the totally wrong place. So that's been fun. But regardless, I looked at Best Buy and they have the same headphones, you know, same price, and it was like, oh, I could pay $5 in shipping, and I can get it on frickin' next week. Or there's actually a Best Buy pretty close within walking distance, and I was like, I'll just walk on over there. You know, I'll just walk on over there. And so I did, and oh my gosh, was it rough. It was a little hot, and I'm so out of shape. I haven't walked in ages, and I took my water bottle with me, you know, because it was hot and everything. And I mean, it doesn't hurt to have some water. But man, was it rough. My freaking feet hurt, my legs hurt. I was out of breath. I was getting dizzy at the end. Like, I mean, y'all, y'all, it was bad. But I did get it. I got my headphones. I'm wearing them right now. You know, breaking them in because they're a little too tight. But that all worked out. Ended up working out in the end. And I needed to get a walk in anyway. And yeah, I've just been playing Pokemon. I was playing Smite for a while too before Pokemon. I was kind of waiting on this latest like battle pass. And I have my issues with Smite, especially their monetization, FOMO, and you know, all the gems, loot boxes, all that kind of stuff. So the game itself though I do enjoy. But I was waiting for this latest battle pass, which I think came out yesterday. And then I was kind of really just disappointed by it. I was like, I'm not spending $15 for this, you know, because then not only are you spending $15, but then you gotta like actually work pretty hard to get to max level on it. And I didn't really care for many of the cosmetics that you'd get if you did buy the premium one, so kind of done with Smite for now. Honestly, again, just like waiting on new games or updated games. I don't know if it was in August or September, but Conan Exiles will have their Age of Sorcery update, which I'm really looking forward to, so I plan to play that. FF14 is doing the Island Sanctuary, should be coming in the patch. I think that's in August, so I want to take a look at that. But yeah, besides that, I'm just vibing really. Gabs will be up here soon. Well, like 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks she'll be up here. And we're getting that stuff squared away. Oh my gosh, there was some stuff this weekend where because she'd emailed her dad about like, hey, will I have enough work to like be okay in Oregon? And she lives in Cali right now, and he never got back to her, but we were like, we'll be fine. And so then he literally emailed her like earlier last week, maybe, being like, yeah, no, I won't have the work for you. And it's just like, okay, that's like, we have applications set in, and like really great timing there, dude. But they just sat down and, you know, actually got to talking, because they don't really have a great relationship. It's really just a working relationship at this point. But they talked it over, and she'll be going into the office to learn like more of like the like actually building up a client base herself and client relations and all that sort of thing. But so she'll be doing that next week, and so we should be totally fine. Still would be nice if like I could get a job or something, which yeah, that's gonna be rough, but you know, we'll see. The only other thing is that, so I had therapy today, and you know, catching up and filling her in on, you know, what I've done and everything. And I kind of, the other day I was kind of like, you know, I mean, like I've been going to therapy every week for like a couple months now, and I just felt like I needed a little bit of a break, you know, from that. Like I, you know, hit a low, and terms of like motivation, and I just feel like I'm not getting a whole lot out of it at the moment. And I know that when Gabs moves up, I'll have a lot more motivation and a lot more stuff will get done. So I talked with her about just taking like 2 weeks off, and then continuing once Gabs is up here. And yeah, she was like, that's totally fine, you know. And so yeah, I get a couple Wednesdays off, which will be nice. To just just chill and vibe again, and just kind of reset a little bit. And then Gabs will be up here, and that'll help the motivation a lot. Like I've been wanting to get back into walks. And she messaged me. We were talking yesterday, and she's like, "Can we continue doing walks when I get up there?" And it's like, yeah, absolutely. Like I'd love to go on some walks with you. Because we used to do that when we lived together before. We were walking quite often. That was nice. It's nice to get out, and it's good for health and all that too. There's so many. And I don't know how old this statistic or this is, but I know that in like other countries in Europe, maybe Britain, the UK, one of the first treatment ideas or things that they try for depression is just like exercise, walking and actually getting out there. And it helps so much, getting that vitamin D, getting that fresh air and everything. It really does wonders, even though it can be really hard to actually motivate yourself or actually get going on a walk, depending on your physical health level too. But yeah, so I have a lab appointment scheduled this coming week. Just just standard blood draw and HRT checks and all that kind of stuff. But and I need to do that too because I need to email my primary about getting a specialist referral for mental health stuff. So next week, I'm getting the labs done. Which is always annoying. It's always hard for them to find the vein because, like, just like my mom, my veins are really deep. And also, like being overweight doesn't help. Like, there's one time I chugged so much water. Like, I was peeing all the time. And, because water, it can potentially help, hydrating everything. And it didn't make it any easier. So, it's just, part genetics, part, being out of shape and all of that. So, that's always an ordeal. They always got to get the person who's like 100 years old and is, really well versed in this and been doing it all their life. They got to break that person out. That's usually pretty, it's not too painful. Like, I don't mind needles at all, but I know a lot of people are really squeamish with them. I actually look, it's always really interesting to me. It's just annoying to get there, to actually take, public transit to get there. That takes a bit, and then the appointment itself will be pretty quick. But then getting back, and it's going to be a little warm, and whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty meh week, but it's kind of picked up yesterday and today. Got a few things to do this coming week, and taking some time off from therapy. But I will resume that once Gabs is up here. At the end of this month, early August. So yeah, I hope y'all have been having a good time. I don't know wherever you are in the world or the States, if you had a heat wave. We had a heat wave this last weekend, so I hope going forward, you have some good weather. Able to get out, maybe start enjoying stuff. August is just around the corner, which is crazy to think about. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year, so that'll be really fun once all that, the season starts to change. But yeah, I hope y'all have had a great week. I hope y'all have a great week ahead. And I will see you. I will still be recording these videos. Even though I'm not doing therapy for these coming weeks, I will still be putting a video out. So I will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.